Hello friends, and Happy New Year to those of you who I have not engaged with yet. It is the 6th of January 2025 and I'm here to do our daily message of inspiration and guidance. So if you didn't see my previous post, the daily videos are going to be slightly different going forward. They're still going to happen Monday to Friday as usual, but I'm not always going to use tarot and I'm not always going to pull the same number of cards. I'm going to allow myself to be intuitively guided to bring a message of inspiration, of hope, of whatever it is that you need in whichever way I'm drawn to do. So just to add a bit of variety, just to add a little bit of, I almost want to say a little bit of excitement to the daily readings. This morning I had very clear messages in my head. I do hear spirit talking to me. I had a very clear message in my head as to what today's message was going to be. But then, I thought, oh, I'm going to pull some cards. And I decided to pull an oracle deck out. One I haven't worked with in a very long time. And it is, if I show you here, the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. Now, today is 6th of January 2025. For a lot of people is the go back to work day, especially here in South Africa. A lot of people have returned back to work today. Schools are starting in the next couple of days. So it's like everything's getting back to normal, okay? And I don't know about you, but I'm very ready for normal. I'm very ready for life to settle back into normal routines and things like that. So the oracle card that I pulled for us first is this one, card 32, and it's escapist. And it says, come home to yourself. And I looked at that and I thought, well, what is this actually saying? Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on it. There we go. Like, what is this actually saying, and how does it match my nails? How beautiful is that? So, considering it's the day to go back to work, it's the day to get back into normal routine, what does it mean when it says come home to yourself? Well, what I heard from Spirit when I read that, and I was like having this moment of confusion, the messages come home to yourself is come home to your truth around your routines, around your daily structure, around the things that are important to you. When we're on holiday, when we're on leave, we tend to try and fit as much in as we can. We tend to try and please our families and please our friends and accommodate everybody and handle everything. And it's actually quite stressful. When we go back to work, that sense of familiar, that sense of routine, that sense of structure. Now, even if you don't go to an office to work, even if you are working from home, or like in my case, I work from home, but my hubby's gone back to work. So immediately my routine at home has settled back into a sense of normality. And it's that sense of normality that gives us this come back to yourself. Because when we're out of our routine, I mean, we are creatures of habit, let's be honest, human beings, we are creatures of habit. So sometimes when we are out of routine, we feel out of water, we feel out of whatever, disconnected with ourselves. So escapist is maybe what we have been doing, and now we need to escape back into our sense of normal and our sense of reality. I also used the Osho Zen Tarot, and the first card that I drew for us from the Osho Zen is this beautiful card of creativity. And you might be thinking to yourself, going back to work or going back to routine or settling back into normal is not really being creative, but actually it is, because you get the opportunity to reestablish your foundations, your bases, your things that are important to you. You get to be creative in establishing your routine and your structure as to how you want to run your day. So just because you always did it in one way doesn't mean that that's how you have to do it now. We can make some tweaks and adjustments because we can learn from how things were previously, and we can adjust accordingly in how we want things to be now. So creativity is a major arcana card of the Empress, is saying that we have the power within ourselves to create and to manifest a life, a world, a routine that works for us. So don't be afraid, friends, to change your structures a little bit. So I'm going to say, if you're the kind of person who goes into an office, you arrive at, say, 7:45 in the morning, you put your bag down, you say hello to everybody, you make yourself a cup of coffee, you sit at your desk and you start. And maybe you've always started with checking emails. I think that's like the standard thing to do. Check emails, like what's urgent, what's important. Maybe we change it up a little bit. And maybe before you check emails, before you get yourself into that throw of fear and panic and anxiety and pressure and whatever else, maybe you take some time with your diary to look at what you did previously and to look at your to-do list and readjust it, then look at your emails and add them to the bottom. Maybe we just make some slight tweaks and adjustments to our routine in order to make it feel more productive, but also to take that pressure off, so that you don't start the day with high anxiety. I also drew for us the Six of Wands with a keyword of success. I mean, just look at all the confetti. Look, I love how we have this tiger literally on top of the world, okay? You know what, and if you ever have the opportunity to ride a tiger, you know that you've made it, because it's not easy. It's not something that tigers can't be tamed. So if you're able to tame it to such an extent that you're able to ride it, you know that you've made it. Priorities, friends, priorities. So the success, getting my tongues all twisted, the success card is basically saying to us today that if you do be honest and true with yourself around what it is that's important, relevant, and significant to you, if you're able to adjust your day so that you are not starting it off in high fear, high panic, and high anxiety, if you're able to be creative in the way that you tackle your current situations, you may be pleasantly surprised as to how much success awaits you and how easy it is and how simple it is, but the profound effect that it's going to have in your life. So friends, it is a new week. It is a new work year. It is a new get back to routine kind of day for everybody. But understand that you are not just a cog in the wheel. You are not just a robot on automatic pilot. And again, it doesn't matter if you go to a corporate office or whether you work from home or whether it is just everybody else has gone back to work and you have your home space to yourself. But today is definitely a day to take charge of your routines, your structures, and the things that matter most to you, and put into place, make tweaks and adjustments so that the way that you live your life fulfills your heart and soul, makes you feel satisfied, capable, accomplished, happy, but most importantly, so that we can come home to ourselves. So that we don't come home at the end of the day like with huge anxiety, stress, like tired and just leave me alone, don't talk to me and don't interact with me. We want to come home enthusiastic, excited, motivated, full of energy to discuss our day with our family, to engage with our family, and not just come home and hibernate. All right. So friends, I'm sending you all so much love and so many blessings. I do hope that Monday, the 6th of January, treats you well, and be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And until we connect again, take care.